Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about XRP and XLM. Listen, I tweeted out this yesterday saying, listen, XRP and XLM will experience the most parabolic rise in the end of November/December. A lot of people were just like, where do you come up with this? Why are you spewing this nonsense, blah, blah, blah? Listen, this is backed by fundamentals. When we're looking at the past pattern structures of the technical analysis charts, it is all playing out perfectly for us to have that massive parabolic shift in the next 2 months. What am I talking about? Very simple. So first off, when we're talking about the entire market, right? I've been talking to guys about XRP and XLM for a while now. These two assets move fairly closely together. A lot of people, think XRP is better than XLM, XLM is better than XRP, blah, blah, blah. Listen, these assets will do incredible things together. XLM, P2P payments, peer-to-peer sector, it's incredible. XRP, B2B, banks, stuff like that. They both do completely two different things. They're focused on two completely different niche audiences. Now, what am I talking about in regards to the massive parabolic shift? Well, first off, we go to the all-time chart. Okay? Look at these charts. What do you notice? They're both pretty much the exact same charts. These are doing the pretty much exact same moves. When we look back at the 2017-2018 fractal, look at what happened in December. December was the parabolic shift for XRP. Look at December for XLM. Again, parabolic shift for XLM. XLM actually ran a little bit earlier. It started in November, at the end of November, but look at exactly where it topped out at, around the nice December timeframe. These two assets will run together. If they follow the same structure, which I don't think that they... it's so clear that they are following the same structure from that time period. And when we're talking about where it's going to top out at or when it's going to start, it's most likely by the end of November into December for XRP. I know a lot of people out there that are making XRP content are saying that's going to happen tomorrow, it's going to happen next week. I get that, right? It's hard to understand anything without having that nice grasp of reality speaking for itself. When you're looking at the charts and it's backed by things, it's a lot easier to comprehend. But when somebody says, hey, it's going to happen tomorrow, but doesn't give you anything comprehensible to read or look at, I get it. It's hard to understand. But when we're talking about the 2017-2018 fractal, again, it follows that nice December timeframe. But when we look back at 2013, 2014, and let's get rid of this on the chart and zoom in, look at where we topped out at. Again, we topped out in December, but it lengthened just a little bit. The initial pump started on November 25th of 2013. That's when it started. This was the week of. We go back to the daily, zoom all the way out. 1 second. Let's go back to 2013, 2014. We zoom in just a little bit so that we can actually see this. 1 second, sorry. So when we're looking at this pump actually started on November 24th. November 25th, it was above the all-time high. This allowed it to go parabolic. The 26th, we went parabolic, traded sideways a little bit, and then we continued that parabolic rise, topping out on December 5th. Now, what is the difference between 2013, 2014 to 2017 and 2018? Well, the parabolic shift started on, or no, that's March. Sorry, that's the initial move up. Here's the 2017-2018 run. So we actually initially started on December 11th. If we go to the daily, we can actually see when this jump actually started. Let me zoom in 1 second. Here we go. So that we could see it. I know that this is very, very challenging. But overall, we do see here that the parabolic start actually happened on December 12th. Again, we broke above the all-time high. We actually broke this, went into price discovery, parabolic shift, continued on the 13th, on the 14th, traded sideways a little bit, had that next jump out on December 21st, traded sideways again, and then we went parabolic yet again, topping out all the way on, look what date, January 4th. So it pretty much lengthened just a little bit on the macro time frames, but we are still looking at that nice 2013, 2014, 2017, 2018 pattern that is playing out perfectly, except it just lengthens just a little bit. So it could happen later in December than the end of November. But again, that lengthening cycle idea of like a month or adding a few more days to the pump or subtracting a few days from the pump, it doesn't really matter. All we know is that around November into December and January, those are the 3 months to watch for XRP and also XLM. You might be wondering, well, why XLM? Well, it's very simple. Again, we don't have the 2013-2014 price chart here because there's no price data on that, but we do have the 2017-2018 bull run. And when we're talking about this, first off, let's actually zoom out. Let's just have something like this. And let's go and compare. So 1 second. Let's go to compare XRP, USD, Bitstamp. Here we go. Here's the XRP price chart. Look at where we topped out at on XLM. All right, and look at the topping point for XRP. The same exact week, XRP and XLM both topped out on. This is following the same structure. Look at this year alone, right? Let's zoom in. All right. I don't know why this is like frozen over here. I can't zoom in over here, but all good. So when we're talking about this, right? Look at the topping point, or I should say the high that we made already this year on XLM. This was May 10th. All right. The high that we made on XRP was April 26th, and May 10th was the opposite almost of what we were doing on XLM, but they were both moving in the same fractal level here. Honestly speaking, these two assets will run together in the same cohesive move during the end of this bull run. Right now, look at the influx on XLM, look at the influx on XRP. They're doing the same moves. Again, when we go back to the 2017-2018 bull run, we followed the same pattern together. These two assets move very, very closely together. I've been talking to you guys about this a lot lately. I've been talking to a lot of people actually about this. I've been saying it in my Discord as well, that these two assets are incredible holds together because they almost top out around the same point. Meaning, guess what? If you put the same amount into both of these assets, you're almost guaranteed to take profit at almost the same exact time on these assets. Now, of course, when we're talking about where these are topping out at, even the same structure is being followed here. Look at this nice pump on XLM. Look at the nice pump on XRP. Again, following the same structure. They are moving together. That means if you are bullish on XRP, guess what? Even if you don't like XLM, you are bullish on XLM. These two assets, even though they are not at the same price, they are still moving together. XRP, all right, topped out in the January timeframe around $3.84 on some exchanges. It's different on all exchanges. On Bitstamp, it's showing $3.33. XLM topped out around this point. This is the percentages over here, but we do know that XLM on the time frame here on the January 1st topped out around 93 cents. So this was a difference of roughly almost $2, okay? $2 and like some cents. If we are going to that parabolic high that a lot of people are talking about on XRP, right? If we get that massive parabolic run on Bitcoin, the blow off top, right? Where we hit these $28 ranges, that means that XLM could hit highs of like $15, even higher. It could hit $20. But again, even when we're comparing, all right, let's go and zoom in on the chart. Let's zoom out just a little bit just so that we can get this. So first off, if we're going off of the September low, all right, if we repeat that same structure in regards to the market, XLM will actually outperform XRP this year if it does do this same run, right? We're talking about an 11,568% of an increase in price from the September low. If we go off of the September low, where is the September low? Here we go. If we go off of that nice September low, so a lot of people are talking about XRP, right? It's going to go parabolic this year, blah, blah, blah. I get that. I agree. I think that XRP is going to be incredible. Now look at this parabolic shift in the market. roughly around $30 for XLM. Now, the interesting thing about this is that a lot of people are talking about, XRP winning this SEC case and going into a major bull cycle catalyst event, which I think is possible. Definitely, if we do win the SEC lawsuit before the end of the bull run, it's hard to say if we're going to do that. But if we go off of the September low of 2017 to 2018 on XRP, we could see that the percentages here were about 2,081%, meaning if we do that same move on XRP this year around, if we repeat that cycle, which again, like I said, looks like we are following through with that, we will be seeing about a $20-some XRP. Actually, we will taper off a little bit before, the major $20 ranges, but we're talking about, let's go back a little bit. Here we go. So like I said, if we just repeat that, it would be around $18. But if we go off of the summer lows, of course, we will see $28 plus. But again, it's hard to tell if these, major targets are going to be targeted because this all goes hand in hand with Bitcoin ranging to like $250,000. But we do know that if XRP just goes to about $10 to $15, we could expect XLM to follow through. XLM doesn't really, this 11,000% of a gain was massive, don't get me wrong. But we also talked about the lower price points that were in September of that year. Let me zoom in 1 second. So, XLM went from a price of a fraction of a cent. We're talking about it's actually a fraction. It's like half a cent, okay? So it went from half a cent in September all the way to almost $1, okay? So, of course, the percentage is going to be absolutely massive. I'm just saying if we do repeat that, percentage, it could be a massive target for XLM. But even in the sense that XRP does this 2,000% run, tops out around $18 to $20, which is totally fine with me. Of course, we can go higher. We could hit $28. We could also hit $25. I said $15 to $25, fairly a while back as well, because of the increased percentages. If we go back to the 2013, 2014 bull run, it had like almost a 1,000 percent run. So we increased that by almost 1,000%. If we do that again, we could pretty much see these nice targets up here at about $28, which I've done, multiple times on this channel. But overall, even if we don't hit these high targets, say for so we hit $10 to $15 on XRP, we could expect Stellar at a fraction of that at around $5 to even $10 by the end of the bull run. That is why I think that these two are going to do parabolic runs this bull run. And I know a lot of people, they come back to this tweet and they're like, well, why are you even saying November and December? I hate these kinds of tweets. Listen, I've backed this up multiple times on my channel. If you are following me on Twitter and you don't, subscribe to the channel and watch the channel, that's on you. I've discussed why XRP and Stellar will experience a massive parabolic shift during the last roughly 2 to 3 months of the bull run. That is where these two love to run. XRP does incredible last-minute runs. This was, in the span of a month, and it did, a massive, like 30,000% of an increase in price. So it went from 22 cents to $3 and like 84 cents on some exchanges in just 1 month. Stellar, fraction of a cent to almost $1 in the matter of 1 month. So, these are incredible assets to hold during this bull run, and that is exactly why they will go parabolic. They will follow through with this 2017, 2018 bull run pattern, and the reason why is because it looks like this entire market is following through with that entire pattern. If we go back to the altcoin market cap and we go back to the weekly span, okay? Let's just go back to the weekly span and let's go back to the 2017, 2018 bull market, right? Let's zoom in a little bit here and let's actually go off of the September or the October lows, right? Because this is the October lows that I was talking about, but we could actually go off of the September low just so that it kind of goes cohesive with my target points on XRP and XLM, again going off the September low. So we did roughly about an 1,100% of an increase in price. Okay, 2013, 2014, we don't actually have that price data on here, but we could just go off of this 2017, 2018 bull run, 1,150, so it's like 1,100.5% of an increase in price off of the September low. If we do that same exact run, Okay, and this is why I think that a lot of altcoins are going to see some major moves throughout this bull run. Let me hide this. 1 second. So when we look here on the September lows, which is around here, and we do 1,150% of an increase in price. This is why I always say we could be seeing a $10 trillion market cap for the altcoin market cap by the end of this bull run. And a lot of people are like, dude, what are you talking about? Well, it's very simple. Look at this. Right there. So it's around $12 trillion. Okay, and I'm not saying that this is going to happen. I'm just saying if we continue through with this pattern and we have this massive move play out, this is what we could be expecting. Now, of course, I'm expecting the overall market to have around a $5 to $7 trillion market cap by the end of this bull run. I'm just saying, if we do follow these patterns perfectly, we are going to have a massive bull run, especially with a lot of these altcoins. Now, just imagine how much money would flow into XRP and XLM if we had a $12.62 trillion altcoin market cap. But that's just going off of percentages alone. It doesn't mean that that is going to be the exact same move. Same goes for like those highs on XRP and XLM. Again, my price targets for XLM and XRP are around, for XRP, it's around 10 to 15 conservative, 15 to 25 on the high end. XLM is about $5 to $10 conservative, or 5 to 7 conservative, 10 to 15 if we could get those high targets on XRP as well, because they will move together cohesively, as you guys already know. We could even compare and contrast the XLM chart to the XRP chart as well. If we zoom in a little bit, let me zoom in a little bit. So again, when we're talking about a lot of these charts, we always compare these two because these are very, very cohesive assets. So let me just throw the XLM chart on here. There we go. I don't know why it looks like that. Let me get rid of this and actually go to the one that I was actually looking at, which I think was on Coinbase. So here we go. There we go. Okay, so when we're talking about this, they both look exactly the same when you compare and contrast them. Again, topping points, same day. Dropping points are all the same dates. We pumped up a little bit while XRP was actually dropping down here, which is fairly significant during the bear market, but we continued through the entire time. Again, when we're talking about these major moves up, it's a little bit different when you're looking at the charts like this, but overall, we are going to be following through with this significantly, in my opinion, and these two will do incredible gains, as we do see here, right? XRP did about 18,866%, XLM did about 13,982%, so they do have similar percentages. It's just XRP actually runs a little bit more, just because it is the main showboat, if you will. So overall, again, just to kind of summarize, XLM and XRP will do incredible moves this bull run, you know, pretty much tying into that parabolic rise in November, December, and probably January if we do follow through with the 2017-2018 pattern. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys don't want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. If you guys do want more free content, or I shouldn't say free content, but if you guys do want more content, like my personal exit strategies and all that kind of stuff, you guys could definitely check out NCashOfficial.com. But with that being said, it's been Nick. Peace out, guys.